Please stand clear of the beers. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las cervezas. Welcome aboard Three Sheets to the Mouse, your shot of bourbon in the sky. For those of you listening, this podcast contains adult humor, so earmuff your children and stay clear of the elderly. And for the comfort of others, send nudes, please. Thank you.
I know it sounds sorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared, be prepared.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 97 of Three Sheets to the Mouse. We're five average guys with a love for all things Disney. And joining me on this week's show are four guys who are all about the ho-ho-hos. Mikey. It's a trick question.
It's not a trick question. I don't know what to say. It's, you know, the ho-ho-hos. Sit on my lap.
All right, and Tim.
I prefer ringdings over ho-hos.
Adam.
I like it when they jingle my bells.
Trenton.
God, shitter's full.
But tonight we also have two special guests because tonight is the Three Sheets Office Holiday Christmas Party. And we've invited the plus ones. So welcome, Andrea.
Hey, guys.
And Stephanie.
Hello.
This is
Sick.
not little
Sorry.
Stephanie.
Excuse you.
Oh, we're gonna do that now.
She put a sock in his mouth.
Now that
Trenton,
Oh,
assume
watch
the
out.
position.
We're here to talk to you about Disney parks, Disney booze, and a little bit of debauchery in between. So sit back, relax, grab some eggnog, and enjoy the adult side of Disney with Three Sheets to the Mouse.
as long as I can drink it out of a moose cup.
So
Eggnog is
we're coming to
disgusting.
you from our cocktail party, before dinner at the Three Sheets holiday party at the Rose and Crown pub because we're gonna have dinner at the Rose and Crown dining room later.
I can't walk that far.
No, I got my my Brooks shoes on. I'm good. I can make that 5K.
I can see
from,
I can see the dinner table from here, guys. Seriously, I can
It's-
see it.
It's still a different place.
Mikey's also got on Christmas-themed LuLaRoe leggings, so...
Yeah, this is a sight to behold.
It's a sight.
I can see his
a sight.
mistletoe.
Well, that's because I haven't trimmed in a
No,
while.
that's camel toe.
It's,
Oh, by gosh, by golly.
Is that a wreath?
That's mistletoe and holly.
that's it's not so much my candy cane as it is my peppermint stick.
Oh, God.
God.
So tonight, we're celebrating the holidays. We're celebrating our last year here. It's been a wild ride.
It's not our last year.
Yeah,
God,
that sounded
not our last year,
awkward.
but the previous year.
maybe it's our last year at this shithole of a venue.
Yeah, who
Whoa.
keeps on choosing
Whoa,
this damn
whoa,
place?
Whoa.
You do not talk shit about the UK
Yeah,
Pavilion.
that is.
It's
You know what?
way
Maybe
too
one day
crowded.
when I actually
porridge
stop
for
there.
you.
Did me and Scott just agree on something?
Yeah, I love the Rose
You know
and Crown.
shit's serious right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Put Scott on your pole.
There's a bromance
You'd have
developing.
to,
here.
you'd have to climb up.
Whoa.
Oh, God. Ooh, boy.
I'm gonna remind you. The first thing Trenton said to me is, "You're not as short as I thought you were."
Can you ride the what is it?
He doesn't even know what to say.
Can I
Are
ride
you
the
going to
pony?
say, can you ride the
Can I
pole?
ponies?
the Dino Land that we were just talking about the other day.
Primeval Whirl. Yes, I can ride Primeval Whirl. I choose not to.
That's Stephanie's
any sane
favorite
person.
ride.
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Scott doesn't want a herniated disc.
Yeah, the last time we rode that was with Lisa, and I think we all came out with chiropractor appointments. I think they give it to you when you leave the ride.
Yeah, pretty much.
What Scott's saying is he values his internal organs. So.
Those
love
kidneys
that
are kind
ride.
of important.
I love it because you get on it with people who haven't been on it before, and when they get off of the ride, they look like they're in so much pain, and you're like, ha, it hurts me too, but I knew it was going to hurt. It's like having to drink Beverly to get someone else to drink the Beverly.
You do realize Scott likes Beverly,
Yeah,
right?
no, I do.
All of a
Yeah,
sudden, yeah.
Of course
all of
he
a sudden.
does.
It
Scott
honestly,
likes
it's
it
an acquired
because
taste.
no one else likes it, and
No one else does. Exactly.
No,
guys
I'm
are all
eccentric
assholes.
and bougie.
Yeah. No, like for the first time ever. I mean, we've been going to Disney for over a decade together, and for the first time this past trip, you're like, "Oh, I want to try a Beverly cocktail." I'm like, "What are you talking
I had to
about?"
drink like 42 drinks of it because Ethan goes and gets the pineapple soda, and he's like, "Here, Dad, I got something for you," and he's like being all sneaky, like I don't know what it is. I've only been coming before you were born. He's like, "Dad, I got something for you," and lo and behold, he's like, it's good, and he hands it to me.
Try it.
And you know what? After you drink like 30 of them, you get to like it.
Did you
No.
Did you ride your fixed gear bike to the Coke place, or
Yeah,
With
like
your-
maybe it was the Scotch flight before.
with your curled up mustache and your
I don't
denim
think it's as
vest?
horrible as people make it out to be, but it's not
not.
good.
That tastes like soap.
It tastes a little bit like tonic water
Yes.
with kind of like a citrusy lemon.
So
Citrus, it
my
tastes
father-in-law
like
also
herb,
likes
like-
it, but my father-in-law also likes Campari with seltzer water. So
I like
Yeah,
Campari.
Campari might be good.
I like bitter.
I can't eat squid.
You like the Campari cocktail that we had.
Oh God!
We had Campari on the cruise.
couple of consonants there. Calamari versus Campari.
Whatever. One of them is a basketball coach. He's a one and done guy. Goes to Final Four, doesn't win.
Now that's Calipari.
No, sir. That's what makes my car stop.
All right. But like I said, tonight we're gonna.
I wanted to see how long that could go.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Yeah.
Mikey
fuck
can let it
I
go
can
on
do
all
this
night.
all night, man. Stephanie hates it.
Yeah. So
We've seen him do it.
tonight we're gonna look back on the last year. It's the first year we've had all 5 hosts for the entire year.
Yeah. Well, we've only been on for 2 years,
mean,
so that's really not saying all that much.
It's a landmark occasion.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah. So we're gonna look back at the things we did, the people we showered with, or no, that was last year. The people we got in the kiddie pool with.
No, that was April.
So, but before we do all this, there's something important we have to do, and I can't remember what it is. Tim, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask if you changed your underwear.
Oh no, I did that. I
Okay.
think.
Do I want to know why that was an issue that Andrea knows about that you had to do?
Because
You trusted one, didn't you? And it wasn't good.
You gambled and lost.
like Mikey's fart spray.
Once you
gambled
turn
and
40, you
lost.
never gamble and lost.
Scott bet it all on red and it hit black. That's for sure.
that was the topic last night.
Or brown, I guess.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh yeah, Mikey's fart spray. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we start reminiscing, Tim, what are you drinking?
I've got Mad Elf Grand Cru from Trogs.
Grand Cru. Wow.
Yeah.
You bougie, man. Oh, you are
It's actually-
super bougie.
It's actually pretty good.
His beer is in a wine bottle, guys.
Yeah, it is. And it had a champagne cork in it. So
Is that a high content or
Fancy.
a high gravity beer?
it's, I don't know if it's high gravity, but it's high ABV.
Yes.
It's 11%.
Yeah, I'm sure if you were to,
Most,
drop
you have
it, it would
to
fall
be-
at the correct speed.
They do all their limited release in cage and corks. So
Yeah.
almost all of their limited releases are going to have a cage and cork.
Does it make you feel so much cooler when you pull that cork out, though?
Yeah.
Budweiser does that around the holidays.
Yeah, but we saw the
The
copper.
Budweiser in a case is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. It looks like a little book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's like $50.
I love
Nah,
Budweiser, but I would not pay $50 for it.
It's about $49 too expensive for them.
No.
Well, a tall boy is like $2.29 a can.
You know, there is one thing that Budweiser is good for, is that's making dirty water hot dogs.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Or beer and brats, man.
Yes.
Or you know what? Honestly, it's
I boil
really
shrimp
good
in
on just a
Budweiser.
hot summer day. Like
Yeah.
Budweiser is good on a hot day.
There are so many other beers now that I drink.
Light.
I'm not drinking Bud Heavy. I'll boil shrimp in Bud Heavy with lemons and Old Bay.
That's probably good.
That
too.
actually sounds really good.
That sounds really good, actually. So, Mikey, what are you drinking?
I've got a little bit of the Rebel Yell blended bourbon and rye.
Does it want more?
It does.
In the midnight hour.
It cries.
I
more
heard
and
that
more
in my
and
head.
more.
And then Adam said it. My soulmate said it.
Every time I drink that, I think of the Billy Idol song.
Yeah, well, you know what? If I drink enough of it, maybe I'll get to be invited to one of these white weddings we got. Keeps popping up on the page.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there was at least 2 today, right?
2 engagements in 2 weeks.
There's been what? Is that 4 this week? Or this month?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've had 4 sheeters engaged this month.
Something in the water.
And then
Or
at
the
night,
Four couples.
we are going to have...
Something in the booze.
Once again, if you fly me to the venue, I will perform the ceremony for you. We'll figure out what class I have to take between now
Everyone
and then.
needs to
Well, I'd be
see
worried about that.
Stephanie's face right now.
Yeah, Stephanie's face of like that flinch and that grimace is like, oh, you don't want that.
No, it will be very high class. I have seen The Princess Bride 100 times.
Marriage.
I know what to say.
Stephanie, back on episode 94.
I'd be worried about what you would wear.
Yeah,
What
that
I wear?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd wear the collar.
And nothing else.
and a pair of Lularoos.
Tuxedo
No.
t-shirt.
Send nudes. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Send nudes.
Maybe I can borrow Tim's tuxedo
Stephanie,
t-shirt.
back on episode 93, I said it wasn't all about your face. Tonight, it certainly is. The face you're making while Mikey proposes to...
I was about to say, are you talking about my lipstick again?
Leave it alone.
No, honey, you've been the
Well, you
only
got-
one
you-
talking
hey,
about
you got,
your lipstick.
You got dolled up for the evening. We thank you for that. We're classy here at 3 Sheets. Mikey,
See, and you gotta
we're classy
record that.
here.
No,
Why?
all day long you were like, I can't. What if I got to look better than Andrew? That's how it comes down to it.
And mission accomplished because I was like making cookies and giving baths.
Please don't listen to him.
Here I had questions about the bourbon, and you guys want to
He was
argue about
born an
makeup.
asshole. Please don't do that.
The bourbon's good. It's
You're
not,
not getting
expensive.
No, I'm not getting late.
Is it
tonight.
sweet? Is that Rebel
It's a-
Yell sweet?
It is.
It's
I
a
mean,
weeded
when I
bourbon.
do-
It's
So what I
weeded
like,
bourbon.
what I like that is what I guess. it was.
No.
Oh, this Rebel Yell I'm
No.
drinking. It is like super sweet and cherry on the nose.
Yeah, you
man.
would like it. You'd like
But
it.
it burns, doesn't
It
it?
is like no.
I thought it burned.
No, because it's all wheat. It's
Well,
weeded.
I
There's no
mean-
rye in it whatsoever.
Oh.
It's wheat malt. It's
It is
corn,
a
wheat,
blend
and barley.
of rye
Bourbon and rye.
Rye and bourbon whiskeys. It's a blend.
Oh, so this one has some rye. The regular Rebel Yell does not.
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's the nose is a lot sweeter than the taste. But even that, it's not super bad. Here, try it, honey. Give them an accurate.
While
know.
she does that, Trenton, what are you drinking tonight?
After talking
Yeah,
shit
your
about the
opinion.
seltzer water on last episode, I'm actually drinking a White Claw seltzer water.
I'm sorry. What?
It's alcoholic seltzer water.
That's terrible. That does burn. That's gross. I'll stick with my drink.
Seltzer water or that bourbon?
Both.
No, that
Both.
shit sucks. I don't like it.
It's not a
Hey,
bourbon. It's a whiskey because it has rye in
It's
it.
5% and it's refreshing, so I don't care.
What?
It's refreshing in the winter, you know. 'cause
What
you're not-
drew you?
I also
to-
live in South Carolina where it's still 70 degrees outside, so
I wish.
No shit.
It was 45 degrees outside, and Andrew said it was hot today.
It was 50 the other day, and I'm like, I'm like wearing my winter coat. This is not right.
I know.
I was
Tim
like, I
posted
have
something
no
on Facebook the
in-between
other day. It was like 54.
Yes.
He's like, I'll take this shit in December.
Yeah,
Fuck
really.
that.
It ended up being like 65
Meanwhile, in
that day.
Arkansas, we're like,
Yeah.
who do we got to kill to get a snowflake down here right now?
Right.
We have
35
snow
one
coming
day and then
tonight.
70 another.
Yeah, you don't want snow.
We don't.
You don't want
We
snow.
don't get snow.
want
We
snow.
No
get
snow.
everything covered in ice, and the whole world panics.
Bread and milk.
Bread and milk, man.
Bread, milk, and eggs.
Garrett
Everybody has
Eggs,
to
and,
make French
and the
toast.
water bottles.
The alcohol, guys, come on. When a snowstorm hits, you go to the liquor store.
Not really a
You gotta
thing
stay
here.
warm somehow, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Stephanie has like 10 bottles of that Captain Morgan with pumpkin
That's true, she
hidden
does.
away.
Speaking of Stephanie, what are you drinking?
Not the pumpkin, Scott. I am drinking Kraken and Mr. Pibb.
Philip
Oh, so it's the other alcohol that will go through your nose.
Kraken is pretty
Yes.
good, though.
Yeah. Well,
It is when you get them doubled up on a cruise ship,
man.
and then you get them again
and
again,
like the glasses
and
just
again.
get shorter and shorter every time, and I'm like, it's double with just a splash of Mr. Pibb.
Stephanie, I think you'd like a Blackheart rum. It's like a really strong vanilla taste spiced rum, and it's 93% or 93 proof. It's really good.
I
Yeah,
like that. Huh. That
and
I
it's
like
cheap.
that.
So Andrew, what are you drinking tonight?
Ooh, I like that.
Some type of wine. Let's see. A Horse Heaven Hills Cabernet Sauvignon Columbia Crest.
Yeah, it's from Washington, Columbia
Pretty
Crest.
good.
It's
Okay,
solid.
So that's why she's drinking, Scott. Now tell us everything about
So this is from Washington. It's from Patterson,
it. I
Washington.
wasn't being
It is. It's really good, actually. You know,
He will
You know
fill
he's
you
gonna do it
in.
anyway.
when I do drink wine, which is quite frequent, probably too frequent.
You do it with what?
I do like the California coast, the West Coast wines.
It's her own joke, folks. It's her own joke.
That's like
I don't know.
the beer commercial, right? When I do drink, what is that?
Dos
beer?
Equis.
Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
When I do drink Dos Equis.
I do like the Washington wines. I think this is one of the better ones we've had in a while
Yeah, it's
from
pretty good.
Washington. I mean, it's nothing like Chateauneuf de Pop, which we had last night, which was
Yes.
amazing. Always amazing.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed your party last night that I wasn't there for.
Well, we had some technical
I did
difficulties.
too.
No, I meant the party, not the after
Oh,
party.
yeah, no, the party was great. We had fun. Good pizza,
Yeah, I
good
bet it
wine,
was. Wouldn't know.
good desserts.
No one's here.
So, Adam,
Yeah,
what are
those
you drinking
macarons
tonight?
was so good.
Since we've talked about some wine, we've talked about some rum, we've talked about some sparkling water.
Sorry.
I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get in bikini beach bikini shape for next year, Scott. Okay.
Start with the wax. Start with the wax.
It's not January 1st.
Because everybody does that around Christmas. You know, it's the most
It's a
popular
New
time to
Year's
diet.
resolution, Adam.
It's not New
Not
Year's
New
yet.
I'm
Still got a week to go.
Don't take
Sorry.
it
You're
too
forgetting.
far.
He might have a different calendar. He's Amish.
Well, when you have to turn butter for the next 6 days, you have to get used to shit. Okay.
Or not shitting. That's a lot of dairy.
Oh,
Adam, what are you drinking
This
out
is
of your
all
fancy
true.
beer glass there?
Yes, I have a fancy beer glass, and I have my Pocono Rubius Raspberry IPA from a local brewery.
that's a mouthful.
That's what she said.
Here's a softball, Adam.
I'm going to take it. Thank you, Trent.
Toss it out.
Fucking slow pitch in this motherfucker.
But
So
yeah,
now
it's
that
really good. It's
now
not
that
super
we've all
sweet.
had our drinks. Let's
I'm still talking.
let's talk about last year. Last year was a lot of fun. We had
Nobody cares.
Nope.
last year was a lot of fun. We had the sheet up, obviously,
Did
kind
we?
of a big deal. But let's start at the beginning because it's a very good place to start. Trenton was the first to go to Disney, the first of us to go to Disney in 2017. In April
2018.
or 2018.
18.
Blah blah blah.
Okay.
2018.
It's that Mayan calendar.
Blah blah blah. Red wine. Red wine.
Red rum.
Red wine.
Oh, Scott does something about it.
Shit show.
Yeah, you got your makeup did. I got a collared shirt on. Trenton's wearing a hoodie.
So Trenton, you went to you started the calendar in April when you went down to Disney with Brant and Sydney on their honeymoon. I mean, it was look, there ain't no wedding without a bedding, but the bedding took place in a shower in the Polynesian.
Without any females.
You touched belly buttons with another man.
Yeah, we did.
Which one of you had the Audi?
Both. It was very awkward.
Neither.
It's like an Eskimo kiss for the
It was
belly.
neither, so it was like putting two suction cups together. We just got like,
They did. They just keep on saying they did it for the noise.
yeah.
Is it like when you lay down on the bathtub and then your back creates that suction cup and you can't get up?
It was like
because
that,
it's
but
stuck
with
in
belly
the
buttons.
bathtub? and another man.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Not a porcelain tub.
Also, pro tip on that, if you're trying to look really lathery, don't use the body wash, use the actual bar soap. Much more lather.
Well, you can't get much lather with Disney's water anyway.
No.
It's so fucking hard.
It is hard water.
So
That's what she said.
No, that's what he's drinking.
Hard water.
sparkling hard water. You actually have. You know what soap? I'm struggling with if you want it to look like you got a good lather, like you actually.
We specifically
said,
did
hey,
that on purpose.
Let's get a good lather.
You need a loofah.
Yeah, we get all lathered
yeah,
up.
We do.
Like that was.
Did you have a loofah in the shower?
No.
We never talked about
bring
this.
that
Was
with
there a
me.
loofah?
No.
A sea sponge.
A scrub brush.
No, we had a. I don't think we even had a washcloth.
That'll do. That'll do.
So also,
scrubs his
I
back.
want to be honest. This was Sydney Burke's idea for the whole thing.
To bring the toilet brush in?
The whole shower was her idea, and it was supposed to.
We shower protected.
It was supposed to
know.
not have anything filmed below our waist, so it looked like we were butt naked. But
Well, that was that bad cinematographer there, J.J. Abrams.
well, I
Yeah,
mean, we had
because
been at Paradiso,
I think it started out with
at
that.
Paradiso 37, and we were a little deep.
What were you doing at Paradiso 37?
Doing tequila shots after I got my beard coiffed and trimmed.
That's a random place to go in Disney.
Well, they
I
were
don't
no,
think I've
it's
ever
a
been
it's
there,
a they were actually
Yeah.
Stephanie and Brant and Sydney were people watching while I was getting my beard trimmed, and it's a really good spot. If you sit outside right
coiffed.
there, it's right where everyone walks by. You can It's like an elevated area. It's a great people watching spot, and we all know there's some fucking clown looking motherfuckers at Disney Springs. So
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's where the locals go, so you get the local vibe.
that Florida that good
think I just
Florida
wanna
vibe,
get like
Florida
a-
man. Woo.
Yeah.
Get a case of beer and watch everybody try to crank that shaft and push the water up. Right there when you first get into Disney Springs, everybody's out there cranking that shaft, trying to pump the water up,
That's
and
what
it
she
falls
said.
off. No, but you guys.
I've never
don't know?
cranked that
to
shit.
do,
More beer for me while I'm watching.
can't
There's
say
no
that I've
place to
seen-
drink around there, though.
Yeah.
I said get a case of beer
not
and
bringing
go there.
Actually, you cannot walk through Disney Springs with a case of beer because
No.
Disney security will stop you.
Yeah.
As a couple of cheaters have found out this year.
No
How
walking
does
beers.
Tim know
In the
this?
baby.
Yeah, a couple of shooters
You
found
put
that
the
out.
beer
A
in
couple of
baby?
cheaters
You
have
know,
found
in the
out.
baby doll.
Oh, with the head.
bowl and you-
I know.
Yeah, you put it in a baby and you sit in your lawn chair all southern style.
And so people walk by like he is giving
Yeah,
that baby a
sucks.
hickey.
No.
It's like
Like,
you're
I'm
trying to
kissing
suck
him.
the soft
Oh,
spot out of the top of the skull, get all the nutrients out, like a
he got
shrimp.
pulled
It's
out
like a
with the
crawdad
forceps.
baby.
Sorry, this went
That
south
one,
real
yeah, that went south real
Yeah.
quick.
Quickly.
real quick.
Right quick.
I was watching Dumpling right before this,
I
and I said, "Oh shit,
How-
my southern
first of all,
accent's
how is that
really
show?
bad right now."
I loved it. I saw it. I loved
It's
it. It's good.
Stephanie was watching that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. You should
that
watch
sounds like
it.
something
Trey.
It's all like pageant queen stuff.
Is Honey Boo Boo in it?
I
Yeah.
love Mama June.
Honey Boo Boo grows up. The movie.
Oh geez,
Yeah.
come on.
No, it's actually really good. It's Dolly Parton did the soundtrack to it.
Ah,
She's still alive.
Can't be that bad.
Yeah,
So-
she's still alive.
How
And
old is
parts of her
Dolly
still
Parton?
look fresh.
So also on the April trip,
Parts of her have been replaced.
Trenton found out.
Come on, Scott. Let's
Trenton
go.
found out
back
about
on.
the thrilling ride, way over the top and very dangerous to go on, Living with the Land.
That wasn't even on the ride.
Honey.
No,
Well, no,
Steph,
you're one on
Steph
the
threw up on the ride.
Well,
Steph
Steph threw up on the ride last year in 2017. I
Oh, okay.
threw up on the
Trenton
walking
threw up
tour.
on it behind the scenes tour.
Yeah, in Sydney's mom's popcorn bucket, which I never replaced.
It is. It is
I don't
thrilling.
think they wanted it
It is
back.
thrilling. So Trenton, what was your favorite moment of that April 2018 trip?
That's kind of hard, man. It was a great trip with great friends. I mean, we'd been planning it for so long; it had such a build-up. I don't know, man. I think it was the fact that we were there with Brant and Sydney, and our room was right across the hallway from theirs. And every morning, we walked out the door at the same time, and you see them, and you're just ready to go, and you're pumped. And we hit the parks, and we crushed it every day.
Wait, morning?
Yep, morning.
No.
Yeah,
nothing
that-
like it.
No, in April. In April, we got up pretty. In April, we actually woke up at a decent hour most days.
Like 11-ish.
11:30
No, we were in parks by 8.
Wow.
8:30. Yeah.
p.m.
Wow, that's earlier than us.
I did not know your clock started that early.
Ugh, it's rare. Sydney's a go-getter.
Yes, she is.
No, I mean that was the best part of the trip, and I guess I can't really narrow it down to one specific moment, but it was the fact that we're waking up and we're seeing some of our best friends right in the morning, and we're just going right into the parks and just spending all day with them. So, I would say that was the best part of the trip, was just having our friends so close and so ready to go, and experiencing everything together.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It looked like a lot of fun. You definitely did not short Disney on their booze.
We spent a lot of money. It was. Ugh.
I mean, you also got the. Was that the green tea shot time?
Yes.
No, that was the first time we met Brent and Sydney. That was.
Oh, that's what led to the invite.
Yes, that was last September. That was September 2017.
Green tea shots will lead to a honeymoon invite.
See, and you know what? We had a sheeter try some the other day, and she also said they were good.
Well, I think the rest of you guys have had.
Everyone
green tea
here's
shots.
done one besides you.
I haven't.
Tim didn't do it.
Good.
You didn't do it at Jock Lindsay's?
I'm in good company.
No.
He doesn't do shots usually.
Not to mention that Jock Lindsay serves their fucking
I can't
their
remember the
mixed
last time I had
shots in a
shot.
goddamn
We
beer
did
flight
tequila
glass.
shots all summer.
Oh, that's right. No tequila shots. I don't
Yeah.
count those. Those are standard.
we
Tequila
do
shots
tequila
are standard.
shots on a regular basis.
That's true. We do actually.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like tequila shots at all, but when you're with
Oh, I
Sydney,
do.
you can't resist.
I mean, like, when it's a good quality tequila, I like it.
Yeah.
You got 1800
I
over
love
there.
it.
I
If
love
I
tequila.
have pickle juice, I'll do it. But the issue was the first time I ever did, leading to that invite, that September 2017 trip, we did tequila shots, and they're like, "Here's some pickle juice," and it was those goddamn habanero pickles that Adam was eating that he liked, and that was the pickle juice that we used to chase those motherfuckers. Oh,
That's good stuff.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to try the pickle, like, chaser, but I don't
it's
know.
really
The only
awesome.
pickle-
I
I
don't
love
eat the
pickles.
queso.
the only pickled chaser
I don't
we
either.
have.
I don't either, but
I don't like agave. I
The
don't.
only pickle juice we have in the house is the half sour pickles.
that's the kind I love.
The Jewish
What's a,
deli pickles.
what's a half sour pickle?
It's a Jewish pickle.
Yeah, it's a Jewish pickle.
Isn't a kosher dill a Jewish pickle?
That's
No,
what
no.
she said.
No, it's
Literally,
not dill.
kosher's in the name.
Well, it's half dill and half like
It's just like garlicky.
yeah garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty
it's a lot
good.
more garlic than.
oh, I that sounds delicious.
It's more
It
garlic
is
than dill.
delicious. We'll
is
send
what
you
it
some
is.
if you want.
The Jewish pickles don't have the little stem hanging out.
No, they've been circumcised.
That is true.
Damn it!
Oh, Mikey, I came here for the
Mikey's
jokes. I
on
was
fire
not
tonight.
disappointed. Mikey is on fire.
Give Mikey a high spot. we
Mikey's
should start
always
counting
on
those.
fire.
Mikey, that is brilliant. You know what? Our resident Moyle here. Moyles and
Well,
ceremonies.
he was a wedding officiant 20 minutes ago, and now he's a Moyle. What's next?
Pope.
Well, the
Give it
G-
time.
OBGYN practices.
Well, we are. There's some Sheeter babies going to be born here.
Yeah,
shortly.
that's right. 9 months from
That's
now.
right.
Yes.
9 months or 2 years
That's
or a year
right.
and a
I
half
don't.
from
I don't
9
have.
Come
No,
down
I don't have any ultrasound equipment or anything like that. But if you strap down, I'll put my ear on your belly.
He's also not a doctor, but he'll give you a mammogram for free.
Yeah.
So then the next people to go to Disney were Tim and Adam in May, the
Yes.
rainy season.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was so bad. It
I
rained
hate, I'm going to
every
quote Winnie the
fucking
Pooh here,
day.
and to the much chagrin of Trenton here, and it rained and it rained and it rained, and the rain got rainier and the flood got floodier.
Yeah.
The deluge.
The deluge.
Which is funny because normally, what's the saying? April showers bring May flowers, right?
Oh, it was rainy this May. It was super.
But we
rainy.
went in April and it didn't rain one day, and apparently in May it fucking rained every day, huh?
It was so bad I had to buy a raincoat, a rain jacket.
Oh yeah, they had to buy it.
I had to buy it.
Did it have Mickey on it?
Well, my big head kept ripping the fucking ponchos. Every time I put it on, the fucking neck hole would rip open, and it would be a vest.
Trying to
Boy.
put a fucking poncho, and he's like, Adam, I got to give a C-section to this poncho. Come on.
Seriously.
You know what? I could handle that. with my new services.
God.
It's like a wet Saint Bernard trying to come in through the cat door. But yeah, you guys went down in May. Anything most memorable about that trip?
The party, the after party, the DVC party.
Oh
DVC
yeah,
after
that's
party,
right. You
yeah.
did your Animal Kingdom after hours, Moonlight Magic.
Yes.
It
Yes.
rained through that too.
But we had a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun.
I guess that was
Did
more
that-
fun than the after-hours party from the run in fucking November.
Oh yeah,
It rained a lot there too.
it rained a lot there too. Yeah,
Did it rain that bad that night too, or did you
Yes.
guys actually? Oh.
But it
Yes.
stopped.
it
Oh,
stopped.
okay.
Yeah, it stopped about 8 o'clock that night. We were huddled under Gertie,
And she was
waiting for the
lactating.
stop. She was lactating.
Oh, it was where it's dripping out of the lights.
Yes.
I remember that video.
And we drank like 3 Himalayan ghosts while we were sitting there waiting for the rain to stop underneath Gertie.
And that is one area of the park where you don't want to be stuck in the rain because there's
All
no
of
cover.
Animal Kingdom's like that, though.
Yeah, all
There's
of Animal
really
Kingdom's like
not no place to go.
We actually
rain,
will hunker
no.
down for a good hour under one of the DVC booths.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you have to kind of find coverage in some sort of like building somewhere. There's no real like area to cover in.
No.
That's probably
Unless you're in a gift shop or a fucking restaurant or something. No.
that might be the worst place to be stuck in the rain.
And Animal Kingdom, when it rains hard, it floods.
I don't know. World Showcase is pretty bad in the rain, depending on where you're at.
But you
Yeah, but there's places to dive into in
Yeah, you
World
can-
Not as
Okay,
bad as
stop.
Frontierland and Liberty Square and Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
the only place
It-
we've
it-
ever
it
been
floods.
stuck in the rain is Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
For some
every
reason,
time.
the only time it ever downpours when we're there, and it's been like 2 or 3 times. Well, I mean, we've been very lucky with weather at
I don't
Disney.
think I've ever gotten
Yeah,
caught in a rain.
knock on wood.
I don't think I have either. Yeah.
We've
I'm
only
not
ever
in
been
Hollywood
stuck
Studios, so-
downpours.
Yeah, exactly. But I did Hollywood Studios long enough.
And it's always the end of the night. We were actually huddled underneath the old bus stops at Hollywood Studios in a severe lightning storm where we thought we were going to get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Like it's raining and everyone's like, it's like lightning right over us. It's like biblical proportions, and we thought we were going to get struck by lightning. But eventually the bus
Okay,
spun and we got on. But we were just drenched.
They shut down Big Thunder once when we were on it because of a thunderstorm, and they shut it down while we were on it. So
In the middle of the rain.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
for about 10 minutes we were stuck in the cart outside on the rails while they got the other train in front of us, like off the tracks or wherever they store them, and then they brought us in.
Oh my
That's
god.
that seems more dangerous than just letting
Yeah.
the ride go and
Like
getting
on a
people
metal
off.
track.
It was well, I mean, it's called Big Thunder Mountain. We got our money's worth that trip.
Ironic
there.
name is ironic.
Yeah.
Well, the worst part was where they shut us down. We're like, the exit, or the boarding area, that little overpass. It was like,
It's right
50
there.
feet in front of us on the tracks, man. If you just put us in neutral, we'll be there in 3
I mean,
seconds.
why not
Nope.
just run the ride? I mean, in 10 minutes you could get everybody off that ride anyways.
And it only takes one good lightning strike while
Yeah.
somebody's
Yeah,
riding
right.
that ride.
Like seriously, if you're stuck on like
But
the
if you're
high point
stopped
of that-
on the ride on the track anyway, you're sitting duck anyway.
yeah, that was terrible meteorological planning here.
They couldn't close the dome fast enough.
Yeah, apparently not. Should have called in Mike Trout. 5 people will get that, but that's okay.
So. And not these
None
five.
of us.
I have
None
a
of
feeling
those.
it has to do with Cardinals baseball.
Well, Angels baseball.
Oh,
I'm sorry, the Los Angeles.
You'd have got
Angels
more
fans.
traction if you said Jim Cantor, but whatever.
But they're good friends. Jim Cantor and
What
Mike
about
Trout are really good
Mariano
friends.
Rivera.
The difference is everybody knows who Jim Cantor is.
Yes, that's the AC Slater from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in that movie too?
Sharknado.
What?
Mario Cantone. That's who we're talking about, right?
No, we're talking about the guy that was in Solo.
Oh, okay.
I'm so lost
That's
right now.
Mario Van Peebles, but I was able to.
This is what
keep
happens at a holiday
saying.
party. You get confused easily.
Nope, we just get drinked.
That's right. So other than Moonlight Magic, what else did you guys do at the May event?
It rained a lot.
It did.
We hung out with a few cheaters.
Yes.
You got drunk at the Edison, right?
I've never been to that Edison. I don't know what you're talking about.
That you
No,
remember.
we had lunch with
I've never
Chip
been to the
Price.
Edison. That was somebody else. Sorry.
Oh, Chip Price. I've had lunch with him, but he's not in Disney.
Well, not anymore. He got a new job. So congratulations to you this year. Woo!
Yeah, we actually the night we had dinner with him was his last night in the college program.
Yep. Who else did we hang out with? We hung out with Little Nicole.
Yeah.
Nicole
My friend
Polito
Nicole.
Johnson.
Little Nicole.
Yes. It wasn't too much of a sheet up. Things kind of fell apart on us because that was
I mean, the
he who
solo
must
trips-
not be named was supposed to be on that trip originally.
He was.
Fucking Voldemort.
You know, and look, Voldemort's misunderstood.
He has no nose.
He doesn't.
No, he has like 2 slits.
And he lived on the back of a guy's skull for a little bit.
Well, he is a snake in the
You do what
grass,
you gotta
so.
do.
Well, he's a snake eater. In it.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
What?
That doesn't surprise.
This
Does
isn't
this
Harry
really?
Potter. This is Lord of the Rings. You know, with Qui-Gon Gimli and
I know Qui-Gon, but I know Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Don't mess with my memory. That's totally.
Why? By the way,
It's Willow.
If they don't name a drink, the Qui-Gon Gin something, the Qui-Gon Gin and tonic
Let's
at
riot.
one of the bars.
They
I'm gonna
can't.
riot.
Let's
They
break.
can't
won't
because
do it.
it's gonna. They want it to be fully immersive, so they're not gonna name it after.
That you know what? You missed the opportunity.
Also, let's be honest. The blue milk is probably gonna be pretty gross.
Oh yeah.
Probably be like a blueberry thing. It
I'm
probably
already
won't be
weird
that
about.
I feel like it's gonna be like a blue raspberry. Like
Yeah.
that's
Well,
what I
it is.
think.
but it's
'Cause-
going to be creamy.
Yeah, I'm already weird
There
about
was-
cream-based liqueur and liquor, like milk and liquor.
It might not be alcoholic though.
There's a drink online
I can't do
that is.
that a
We
fucking bar?
made it.
We actually
It's a blue-
this year we
blue
actually
milk.
challenged Shan to make a blue milk drink, and even he said it was difficult.
Yeah.
There is a way to
it
do it,
tasted
but
bad.
it doesn't taste good because the only thing I could think of is milk and blue curacao, and that just sounds disgusting.
We
Remember
made
that
it.
All of these
liqueur
drinks
and
are
then-
going to be bright
Oh
colored.
yeah,
and
Yeah,
violet
violet
liqueur might
liqueur.
do it.
glowing cubes in them, and boba balls because that's spacey. Because
Of
Pandora.
course. Well, they you know what? Disney last year bought 12 billion pounds of boba balls.
Yes, they
and
gotta
have to-
use them in
They have to use them in everything apparently. Not terribly excited for the alcohol in Galaxy's Edge. I'm not gonna lie, because alcohol really doesn't play a role in Star Wars.
We don't.
In what?
Alcohol really doesn't play a role in Star
They
Wars.
have bars.
I mean, they have
Yeah,
bars, but like,
please.
I don't like you.
Maz.
He doesn't like you either.
You're going to tell me that
Obi-Wan was a drunk old
I
man
think
for a while.
alcohol plays a
Absolutely.
big role when Obi and Anakin go to the bar in the second prequel, and then when
What
Luke.
movie was that? Did I see that?
that was
There's
Coruscant.
a lot of bar scenes.
There's
They
a lot
might
of
not
bar
call it
scenes, but
alcohol.
they don't actually show what they're drinking or talk about it.
Well, they
It's-
show what they're
it's
drinking, but it's
understood.
not
Why? You can assume
It's
they're not.
implied.
They're not
Yeah.
drinking fucking apple juice.
Bud Light.
you're going to tell me Lando wasn't
Oh,
drinking.
Lando was drunk.
Colt 45, baby.
Lando,
I feel like they're just gonna take like beers and put like a glow cube in it or
That's
something.
Yeah,
They're gonna take a beer. They're gonna rename it.
I think
Yeah.
what
They'll call
we're
it
gonna
something.
see is we're gonna see a lot of what they did in Pandora with the Hawks Grog Ale and the what was the other one?
It's the.
I want to say greens and yellows was a lot of their drinks.
No, it's
Yeah.
the Hawks Grog Ale that is something else. But hopefully they don't.
they're just gonna
hopefully they don't
put some
take
food
terrapin.
coloring.
I just want them
They
to
put
pick
food
terrapin.
coloring in Congaloosh. Oh,
Congaloo, she's not in here
Congaloo-
right now. She's
Conga-
beating her
Congalushes?
kids right at the moment.
As
I
long
mean-
as they don't pick Terrapin to do the beers for Star Wars, because there's just going to be 2 IPAs, because that's all Terrapin can do right.
I will say I did like
IPAs
that
are the
Grog
big
Ale.
thing. So
I did like
Not
the Grog
anymore.
Ale.
Not anymore. It's a sour movement now. Sours and gozes. And
I don't like sours.
IPA
Good.
movement's dying.
I hate sours.
Still pretty big here.
Well, yeah, I mean they're still big, but hipsters are all about sours and gozes now. They're not about IPAs. Like 2 years ago, every fucking hipster was like, "I want the highest IBU unit fucking IPA that I can find," and now it's about a sour. and
Last
fruity
winter
sours.
last winter we had a snow day, and our son was actually at the in-laws staying over the night. So we went to a bar in the middle of the day.
And we walked there.
We walked there
in a
because we
snowstorm.
can. And we had a sour beer, and it was not good. I don't like it. It's weird. It tastes like sweet tarts.
They all
It
vary.
tastes like it doesn't even taste like beer. It tastes like a freaking cider.
Yeah.
It's not.
No thanks.
We also did the Void the first time in May.
Oh, yeah, you did?
Yes.
Are you excited for
It was
Wreck-It
also when
Ralph?
we got the phone call that a tree fell on our fence.
That's right, he
Oh,
did.
yeah, I remember seeing that.
That was
The
the
Eye of
storm.
Sauron in the
The
backyard.
bad storm we had. Now, you guys did the Void as Star Wars. All of you have done it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excited for Wreck-It Ralph or terrified?
Yes.
Yeah. Excited for
From
it.
what I've heard, it's very, very different. But I would still
wanna
be
do it.
excited to do it.
I want it to be different, though. I
Yeah.
don't think Star Wars had that much of a playability factor. We talked about that last night, where I don't feel that I have to do the Star Wars Void experience again.
I think
Now,
It doesn't
having
change.
done Star Wars with Wreck-It Ralph, do you think that the rooms are pretty much it's going to be the same layout, and they're literally going to just reskin it with new graphics?
no,
I would-
not from what I've
I
heard.
would-
Well, they'll have to change out a lot of the props in the rooms too.
So I've heard
Some of
that
the-
the Wreck-It Ralph one's a lot of like almost mini games that you play against other players.
I could see that.
That would be fun.
That'd be
Almost
fun.
like the app thing with the milkshake and
Yeah, but you
pancake.
don't have to change the rooms that much for that.
Oh
I mean,
no,
when
they're
you
not. They're
think
not I don't
about-
think they're knocking out walls and putting up new like physical walls. But I don't think they're going to use. They're not just going to take the Star Wars one and re CGI the backgrounds. I think it's a whole
Why
different.
wouldn't they?
Because it's
Yeah.
a totally different layout.
Why?
It should be interesting. It'll
Because
be
I mean,
interesting
you
to see what
get
they
guns
do.
at one point. It's the same kind of situation where you don't start off with the gun. You get the gun later on.
So from what I know, is if you
I
do
can
get a
picture.
gun
It
in the
would be
Wreck-It Ralph
easier
one.
because they're running both of them. So because they're running both of them at the same time. I can't picture that they're going to change. The layout can be that drastically different.
I don't.
I
Think
can
they'll
tell
change
you
the
that
layout.
you do get a gun in the Wreck-It Ralph one. So
The capacity of the actual attraction, or whatever the heck you want to call it, gets cut drastically. Because there's no two different entryways for it. There's one entryway. You go through, you get
Yeah.
your stuff, and then you walk to that back wall.
You know, smart thing would be to develop something that uses the exact same layout,
Yeah.
but changes up your experience within it. That way, when a new Star Wars movie comes out, they can just, open the other file for Star
Yeah.
Wars and have two of those running at the same time. And shit, for that matter, they could run two Wreck-It Ralphs if they wanted to.
that's exactly
You know,
Yeah.
Mikey, you bring up a valid point though. That was the one thing that I was not disappointed about with the Void with Star Wars, but it wasn't exactly. And don't get me wrong, no spoilers here, but I do love Darth Vader. He's obviously my favorite character from the movies, but it wasn't a recent tie-in. It was definitely.
Well, it was K2SO. It was.
It was
Rogue
yeah, it
One.
was supposed
Rogue
to be.
Rogue One.
Right,
Yeah,
but Darth
Rogue One.
Vader was in it.
Rogue.
He was in Rogue One.
Darth Vader was in
Vader's
Rogue
in
One
Rogue
also.
One.
Right. Well, yeah.
have you
I mean,
have you mid-quilled yet? Have you mid-quilled yet?
I don't know.
A mid-quill, not
The midichlorians.
not quite a
Mi-
prequel, not quite a
midichlorians?
sequel.
I mean,
The in-between
Yeah,
quote.
in-between quill, mid-quill.
No, I mean,
Mid-quel.
I guess, yeah. When I think of the recent movies, I don't think of Rogue One, which it is a recent movie, which is stupid for me to say, but
Honestly, Rogue One is
I love
the
Rogue
best
One.
it's very
Nice.
good.
Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
It really is because it's actual war.
Uh,
It's really good.
Modern.
The best modern.
it could be the
Best
best
modern
modern
one.
Star Wars movie. Yeah.
Yes, best modern.
Empire
I
Strikes
don't-
Back is still the best all-time Star Wars movie ever.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite, honey?
I don't watch that.
Same.
She likes the Ewok Christmas special.
It's
Wookiee.
I like the
Wookiee,
Roger
yes.
story, Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, the
She
Roger
likes
story.
the one where Spock kills Khan.
So after you guys get back from in May, there's a little hiatus because we all don't go back. Actually, there's a little hiatus until September, and that is when Trenton went bougie as a
Oh,
motherfucker.
Trenton, we don't need Scott. We know how to talk.
Can we?
Do we?
You think?
Tell us about how bougie you went on your second trip of 2018.
Yeah.
Who'd you go with?
So that trip was me and Stephanie, also the Burks, and a big shout out to the people that got, pretty much made the whole trip happen. Would be the Namdoogs. I mean, and if anybody that listens to the show and participates regularly on the Facebook page, we know that the Namdoogs are pretty much the best people that we've ever met of all time.
That is concurred.
Truth.
Right? I mean, we can all agree that they're pretty much the best.
Yeah, he's all right.
We keep him around.
He sent my husband the fart spray.
Tim's cut off now.
He's not cool today.
C-Match is gonna cut Tim off after that.
No,
C-Match,
you did get to
James
stay in a
gets my
bungalow.
humor, so.
You did get to stay in a bungalow. How was the view and how was the noise level?
I'm gonna be honest. The bungalow was really, really, really awesome. I mean, compared to, coming from somebody that normally stays in a value resort, which is there's no shame in the game of staying in a value resort, but it's awesome. But I and C-Match, who did use his DVC points to get the room, would concur, would never ever get that room again.
It's a lot of money. Rack
It's a
rate,
one and done.
Rack rate,
Yeah.
DVC points does not matter. It's a lot of money.
The suite that they stayed in at Bay Lake in November was 10 times better and cheaper. And we'll get to that at a certain point in this conversation. But the bungalow was great. The dip pool was cool. Watching the fireworks from that.
The kiddie pool?
Kiddie pool.
Yes.
It's not a dip pool, it's a kiddie pool.
The ball washing pool was great. When
There were a lot of balls in that pool.
they piped the music in right there. I mean, it was great. It was a great room. The kitchen was awesome. The beds were nice. The room was super awesome. It was really convenient to walk to the TTC from the Polynesian. But I could never bring myself to pay the amount of DVC points for that room ever.
I mean, think of it this way. So, in 2019, Andrew and I are going to stay at a 2-bedroom villa. We're taking our in-laws down. We're taking our family down. And essentially, what you would pay about $5,000 to $5,500 for that room rack rate, you're getting that at almost 50% off of that. So it does make sense for that. This one is just so expensive per night. It's like a week at the studio.
Put it this way: it's essentially a year's worth
Have
of
to
most
be careful with that, though, because they just released the 2020 points.
Oh yeah.
And studio rooms got a huge increase.
Still,
We can no longer afford to stay in Poly.
The bungalows are
We're
essentially
short by 7 points for a year.
a year's worth of points for one night for most people.
No, it's more than that. It's a lot more than that. It's like
a lot more
3
than
years
that.
more worth of points for most people.
Yeah, it's essentially 200.
It's like
It was 100.
900 points
$300
for a
to
week.
$400 point
It was
a night.
It was 100. It was 120
It's-
points.
Did Saratoga?
Depending
go
on
up
when
too?
you go.
Depending when you go.
When we
yeah.
went,
that?
it was 100.
Did Saratoga go up?
No.
What season? What season is September? Choice?
It's off.
It's
It's
off
off.
season.
It's off.
It's 125 points a night minimum. It goes up to 220 points a night in the prime season. That's a lot.
That's a lot of points.
I mean, that's a week at a 2-bedroom
More
villa.
than a week.
At,
Or it's
not
fi- it's
anymore.
five-
at
it's 5 nights at a
Saratoga
2-bedroom
used to be like 50 points a week from Monday through Friday.
For a studio, you can still get that.
You can still get that at Saratoga. Which Saratoga's got some nice upgrades coming, and so should Animal
Yeah,
Kingdom.
I'm excited. It looks
Animal
really,
Kingdom's
really
gonna
nice.
get those.
Dude,
Maybe they'll
Saratoga.
get rid of the fucking crow with the knife now.
Saratoga looked fucking. Those pictures you posted the other day, Scott. Those rooms look sick.
No,
those
Tim
look,
posted those. Tim
Oh,
posted.
did you?
those.
Thank
That
you
looks
very
like
much.
Bay Lake Tower light. Honestly, I mean, it looks.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be beautiful.
It actually looks like Grand Floridian.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just thinking that
Is this
it's
the
that
nice
modern,
white,
sleek,
crisp-
white. Well, that's how Bay Lake is too. But
And,
Well, the Bay Lake is more modern.
and it kind of sucks because that was like a quiet, hidden gem where you could always get a room at last minute. Unfortunately, I think that's gone.
No,
That's been
I don't think so.
changing. No, it has been because of a lot of locals are now staying there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who are driving in for a couple of nights are now taking those rooms because of its location to downtown Disney, where you'll get shit-faced and then go walk home.
That's what happened with John Gambaro. He was walking through Disney Springs with his case of beer going back to Saratoga. And
He
Popo
got popped.
stopped him. Disney Popo stopped him, said he can't walk around with the beer.
So September was obviously
shit.
the bougie trip. Go check out episode 61, I believe it is, where Trenton talked about getting bougie as fuck down in Disney.
Nah.
Hey.
Get bougie with it.
But finally, in November, we had the great shoot.
Hey.
No. You're skipping one. You're skipping
Pump your
one.
brakes.
What?
Hit the brakes there, buddy. We had a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Cruise schmooze.
Oh, shit, we
You
can
were drunk
talk?
for
Yeah, we
5
did.
nights.
Oh shit, we get to talk.
Hell.
No,
We got
it
drunk
was
and seasick
it was
for
3
5 nights.
lovely days and 7 lovely nights.
Yeah, so you guys did have the cruise. That was epic.
It was amazing.
It was awesome. We
amazing.
boosted it up that
I
trip
so
too.
want to do it again.
We did.
What?
Fucking rude.
The cruise was fun. The cruise was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it because
fun.
at the end of it, you're not exhausted.
That was very relaxing.
No, yeah, we
No,
were.
you were sad. We were sad.
We were sad, very sad.
Yeah, you're more
Oh,
sad than
man,
anything that
it
it's
was so
over.
fun.
There was a lot of crying in the terminal on that last day.
I did not cry. I did not
You
cry.
a lie?
I didn't cry.
Little bit.
I did not
Yeah.
cry.
Little bit.
I was shaking
No
with my
tears.
DTs.
Yeah, if you go back to episode 86, you can check out.
That was the next day when we when we're
Yeah.
actually home. That was
home,
a
yeah.
rough
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, if you go back to.
I had the DTs and I had the vertigo going.
Oh, I had
mean,
that.
It took
You
me
just-
3 weeks
you
to get
woke
over
up
that
and
shit.
looking
I
for
didn't have a
Louise.
problem, but
I
feel
had-
like my mom did.
I didn't have any vertigo.
Yeah, I had the.
I mean, I got sick the first night, but that was like getting off the ship. I didn't have.
I had
Yeah,
a little bit.
Stephanie was fucked up the first night, and then the rest of us were fucked up for the rest of the cruise.
I was
after that.
fine
Yeah.
all 5 nights on the cruise. I had a problem when I got off, and then took my patch off, and the next 2 days, felt like the room was spinning.
Yeah.
I didn't have a patch at all. I took the medicine, but I didn't have a patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have the patch.
I feel like the
Pills, but
patch
that
was
it.
like.
Oh, I
amazing.
highly recommend the patch.
I really didn't have any problem at all.
Yeah, it was so bad that last night that they were giving away the patch to everybody who
Yeah.
wanted it.
Yeah, you had
Yes,
really
it was
rough seas.
bad.
Our seas weren't that bad.
They were a little choppy leaving New York.
Out of New York, they
Yeah.
do get choppy.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Especially
But
late
this
in the season
was
like that.
this was extra special rough
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
North Atlantic.
because we had
Oh,
that
for me,
storm
it was-
spinning
Oh,
off the
yeah,
coast.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
sitting there.
2 storms on both sides of us.
yeah, so if you go back
Figured
to
they would
Mine
cancel
got so
each
bad,
other
I
out.
took him out to
If-
the edge, and I was like, "Look at the waves. It makes you feel better."
if you go back to episode
It was
86, part 1 and part 2, because that was a 2-parter.
Yes.
Because there was just too much going on. You could check out the Disney Cruise episode. Back on 44, I did my cruise review, so check those out. It was a lot of fun. Highly recommend the Disney Cruise. Now, so much that Adam and Tim, you guys are going back on a Disney Cruise next June.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
July.
January.
June
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
Oh, yeah,
following
June.
January.
That's right. You
And then we're going again the following January.
you guys,
Right.
so much cruising.
Well,
Hate on haters.
we got roped into doing Dopey 2020.
I don't know how.
Roped in.
Wasn't my idea.
And a certain somebody wants the Castaway Key medal.
Because there's a Castaway Key
There's
challenge.
a Castaway Key challenge. So
Shiny
after
collector.
we run 48.6 miles in Walt Disney World, we're going to run another 3.1 at Castaway Key.
Yeah.
That's nothing. You can do
nothing.
that.
Oh,
No biggie.
okay.
No big deal whatsoever.
Scott, how much are we running?
0 Ks?
0K.
Oh,
0 Ks.
shit.
No,
Scott,
Scott,
how's
even
that-
no,
how's
that's
that
not true,
stationary
Scott.
bike
Last night
coming?
you said you could run a 5K.
I could run a 5K tomorrow.
Oh, he probably could.
See?
Just like Mike could.
Nope, I don't run. I can't run.
He was so much
I
faster
could-
than I was.
I
doing
could
the
easily
5K.
run a
You did
5K.
good on the 5K.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about, guys. I just sit around, drink, and eat
No,
pizza.
he does. His
all
stride
I
is
do.
so long.
Hey, we have
That's what she
photos.
said.
We have photos.
I would fucking
Yes.
die. I would fucking die.
Not on a 5K.
Yes, you would.
No, I was dead. They dragged me.
On a
but I
5K,
was
you'd be
drunk
fine.
still.
I mean, we could go out and run a 5K somewhat hungover tomorrow.
Yeah, we did run our 5K
Oh, yeah.
hungover. Steph.
No, some of us were running it drunk.
Yeah.
Whose fault is that?
That's the menu's fault.
Yes.
But no, after
We had to put Mom to bed that night. She didn't want to go to bed.
She want to go to
that
sleep.
kind of
Well,
brings
we'll
us
get into that.
talking about that. That kind of
Well,
brings us to
yeah.
the sheet up. Now the sheet up started as a whole bunch of sheeters running races, and I don't know why, but they ran steps and did things on the road that I would never do.
Ran past the shit farm.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes,
All
you
I'm
did.
saying is that there was some whiskey around for the house.
You could not tempt. Well, okay, McAllen M could probably tempt me to do
I
it.
Yeah?
am not drinking while I'm running.
No.
Why not?
Because
No, when you
Well,
finish.
you're not gonna run.
because I'm not
That's-
running,
yeah.
so that's an easy part.
Yeah.
of that.
So
Okay.
I mean, if there's McAllen M at the end of the race, maybe I would do it. Maybe that's a big maybe, but that's a lot of mileage.
Look at Scott's hair right now.
we had. What do we have this tonight? We had the White Walker.
White Walker.
Lots of
Miami
apples. in
Mafia
that.
brought some White Walker and apple juice bottles.
Yes.
That's kind of ironic. There's so much apple in that.
That's a pro tip if you want to sneak booze past Disney security.
Apple juice.
Oh yeah, Fernandez.
We had iced tea.
gave me some tea when we were in Animal Kingdom. We met up with them.
Well, we had iced tea all through Magic Kingdom.
Oh, I'm so stupid. You know what? I'm pretty sure I've had the Rebel
We had-
Yell before, and that was in the tea bottle in Animal Kingdom.
If you're going on a cruise, you can also inject your
your
vodka
IV bag.
into an empty bag of lactated ringers.
Yeah, John and Heather's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he does it quite often.
Yeah, I'm wondering how do they do it often?
Yes.
Pros.
Yeah.
He's an EMT, so he has easy access to those.
I think I'm gonna
saline
have him
bags.
fill up a bag or two for us.
So,
Great. That's awesome.
speaking about the sheet up, we did very recently episodes 89 through 92. We had 4 episodes on the sheet up. It was
Yeah.
that much a
was that
big
massive.
part of our
It was
life.
huge.
Um,
A lot of planning was involved, and we only talked about it for 4 months leading up to it.
we
too,
only
Scott.
talked about it for like a year leading up to it.
No,
And it wasn't even going to be
wasn't.
this big thing. It just turned into it.
It turned
was-
into a monster.
It did.
It just
So
snowballed.
as we finish up our cocktail party for the evening, I'm going to ask each of you about your favorite moment from the sheet up. So think about it now, as we play the Jeopardy music. But the sheet up happened last October. October through November. Really, the first week in November. Now, I will say that is the last time I go when Food and Wine is nearing its end, because it was just ridiculously crowded.
well, you had a trifecta.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a
Jersey
lot going on.
race weekend.
Jersey week,
Oh my god.
race weekend, and the end of food.
and
Wine.
the end of Food and
Yeah.
Wine, and it was just it was a madhouse. I've never seen the park that crowded.
True, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what me and Steph said too. We would never go back if it was that crowded. We would never. And you know what's
No.
funny though is that touring plans kind of dropped the ball on that. They kind of fucked up because touring plans said it was not supposed to be that busy. And I mean, I love Lynn Teston. I think he does a lot of great work, but I do not think that he was correct about this.
I
one.
just remember walking into Magic Kingdom one day.
It was wall to wall people.
It was ridiculous. I literally said, "What the hell is going on?"
Well, this is also they extended the parties.
Yes, and they closed down
And
Magic Kingdom
Casey's
one day.
Corner when Trenton popped in that day, and I was like dealing with Ethan, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Andrew was not super stoked that day. Like it was like one of those things like
I don't think she was expecting.
I was so hot. I had no idea what was happening. Ethan was carrying on about something, and there was like nobody like moving. I couldn't find a seat anywhere.
So Andrew
Also,
wasn't
you
mad
were
we
right.
were there, but it was definitely like, oh hey, something else I have to entertain while we're here.
It was super hot though too.
It was
Oh,
really
God.
hot.
This
Like,
is my
it was
personality.
unseasonably hot.
This was the first. This was the first
that
time.
whole trip, you either had really cold or really hot.
Yeah, because that Saturday it was like 60 degrees.
yeah.
First few days
it
were
was
cold.
pretty cool the first couple days.
I
And then
don't
all
like
of a
this.
sudden
This
it
is
got
the
super
Oh, it was hot when we were there.
the first
Yeah,
trip
'cause
I
we
ever
had to last
legit
at the close
ate
time.
Casey's and like sat down and enjoyed it, and it wasn't bad.
I like Casey's. I had
I
my
wish I
Oh
would
my
have got
God,
Adam.
Scott
I wish I
got
would have got the hot dog
Sickest
that
hot
Adam got
dog.
though.
Ew,
What?
Scott got a hot dog with like poutine all
it
over
was so
it.
good.
That's,
did I.
that's what Adam got.
That's what
I
they
wish
got.
I would have got that. I got the foot long with chili cheese. I wish I would have got the poutine dog.
The poutine
was
dog
too
was really
much.
good.
It was way too
was
much.
too
I
much.
I tried it and it tasted like a chopped up like string cheese on top
Adam,
of it.
did
It
you
was
get-
disgusting.
Did you get the
I
foot
liked
long?
it.
Did you get the foot long?
Yeah,
You
that
liked
was the
it?
stupid.
Oh,
I couldn't
don't
finish
like
Oh,
it.
it's so much meat like that. First of all, that foot long
That's
hot
what
dog
she
is not only it's not
Got
only
too much meat.
it's not only a foot long, but it is also
No,
like
it's absolutely
an
disgusting.
inch and a half in girth.
That's a thick wiener.
It's thick.
And I'm just looking at it. I'm like, what the
two
fuck
gravy
did I
all
just
over
do?
it.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
I'm
with
not gonna
brown
lie.
gravy
I
on
got
it.
the foot long and I got it and I got my tray and I was like,
Like, this is
And
not
I'm looking at this, and it has poutine, and it has all this other shit on top of it, and I'm like, I'm not finished. I ate as much as I could, and I said, fuck
you
it.
gotta
I'm
eat it with
sat
a
down.
fork and knife too. I mean, they're not picking that motherfucker up.
I think I got about 3/4 of.
It felt like
the way
it was
done.
like 2 pounds at least.
Oh, easily.
Yes, it was
It
heavy.
was disgusting.
It was.
It
big.
was. It was
big.
stupid. It was just like,
It was a big wiener.
we have to change. We have to
wait,
stop.
remember that girl though that was in the America Pavilion?
Yes.
That was like, oh my
So
god.
yeah, we're eating at the American Pavilion in Epcot, and some girl is eating her foot-long hot dog.
She was like Ethan's age.
Yeah, she's young, and she's eating the skin off the hot dog.
No, she was taking that huge hot dog and waving it around
Yeah,
like a lasso.
she was basically eating it, but eating only the skin of the hot
And
dog
it
and
was
leaving
so
like the meat of it, and
disgusting.
then waving it around like a lightsaber.
She's my spam.
I was dying. I wanted to take a video, but I was like, that's too messed up.
It's pretty awful.
That sounds.
Can I get a hot dog, but just the casing? It's for my daughter.
I just want the intestine. Thanks.
So we just casings corner.
Right?
Nice.
Casey's Corner. We're the Bloody Mary of the hot dog world.
Oh, come on.
Put all that shit on top of it.
That's why I order mine plain with just mustard and ketchup. That's it.
Exactly.
And they look at you like a psychopath.
Yeah,
What?
I do.
just
I will
want
I
say.
only
dog,
do
I don't
mustard.
want-
I'm like, no ketchup. no
I will
nothing.
say I miss the cheese sauce a lot.
I only like the cheese sauce with the
Corn dog nuggets. Oh, corn dog nuggets are the best thing ever.
It's back in certain places.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
took
have
it out
for
of Casey's
pretzels
Corner.
and
though.
shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
the corn dog nuggets are the
I think they got rid of it at the
Great late
Pancake
night
too.
snack.
Stephanie got those, and I had a chili cheese dog, and she didn't finish hers. And my leftover chili and cheese in the bottom, I dipped the corn dog nuggets.
Oh, yum.
in.
See, I don't know why they don't do that with the corn
and that's
dog
what we were
nuggets.
talking about.
We
We were
all
there.
discussed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Have
sounds
a little
awesome.
bowl of chili cheese to go with it.
Or
No,
you can
put the chili
confuse
cheese on
people
top
on a
of the corn
cruise
dog.
when you want all your your
Absolutely.
shawarma on top of your French fries.
Great, now I want corn
Did we
dog
lose them?
nuggets.
Oh no, they
No,
didn't.
I know. Me too.
Yep, they're back.
So
So I just want to take a time out for 1 second to say that Steve Monkey Dick is throwing shade at us right now.
Why?
Bye.
He's like, he just wanted to let us know that he's flipping through channels and noticed that ever after a Cinderella story's on, you guys might want to watch it and catch up.
Maria Miller
Pointless.
did that shit too. She tagged Scott. I think.
I know.
I couldn't think of the name of it. I'll be the first to admit it. I drink when we record, if y'all didn't know that. So, the brain power just stops working after a while.
Yeah, it does.
And I purposely said his last name as Monkey Dick
I'm pretty sure
because he called us out.
that's how it is.
I think it is.
That guy gave me some socks and some essential oils.
Hey,
so
but
Monkey
but
Dick,
there's a trio of
they're
monkey
stroking at
dicks
you.
in our
Thanks for the socks
Facebook group.
so long and thanks for all the socks and the essential
and the
oils.
oils.
But we have a trio of
Salute.
monkey dicks in our group.
Yes.
All three monkey
There's a whole,
dicks.
A menage.
A
a whole tribe.
yeah.
Free.
Menage? A
Is that what they call it? What is a group of monkeys called?
Menagerie.
I thought it was a troop.
Yeah.
A troop?
It's a troop.
Troop of monkeys?
It's a troop, yeah.
Something like that. All right, so you've had enough time to think about your favorite moment from the Great Sheet Up. So, Trenton, I'm going to start with you.
Watching the fireworks after Beer
God.
Garden with everybody and watching Illuminations right there in the Germany spot that Josh Wozni suggested.
It was a great
The
spot.
flag girl.
Flag lady.
Flag lady.
Flag
Flag
lady, HR,
Hey,
Head of
lady.
HR.
social chair, Elwood's extraordinaire.
We were all together. It was a great meal before. I know you guys had to miss it, Scott and Andrea, but we got to hook up with
We
you
had
afterwards,
tequila.
and it was.
He was there. What are you talking about? We have pictures with him in Beer Garden.
You gonna dig
He was-
the knife into that fucking old scab?
He was blonde for a minute.
A little bit blonde.
But no, I mean Wozni
time to
definitely
time.
hit the nail on the head with that spot. Obviously, it was a good spot. There was another podcast recording that I think we fucked up their recording of it, but
Oh, we had a lot of fun with that.
Oh, yeah.
you know, those fucking nerds. We got to get into their.
They only had 3 people watching their live feed, and how many did we have watching?
A lot.
We had
20
six.
something.
We had 20
we had
people
30,
there
we had
alone.
36 people
Yeah,
watch
30
our
some
live
people.
feed, and I think they had like 4.
But that was the
And not to
first
mention we had
time
31
that-
people
that
there.
We all were together in one place ever. So how can that not be your favorite time?
In the Christmas tree shop. In the Christmas shop in Germany.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's still the same time, I would say.
Yeah, I same time
Yeah, I
frame.
mean it's
Yeah.
the same experience.
Excuse me.
So I mean that the first time we were all together and we all got to give each other a big hug and get in one picture and really we can all say we've met each other now. So
Yeah. All right, so Mikey, what about you? Besides the hug you got from me on the monorail.
My favorite is that picture where you look like a little baby, Scott.
Me hugging Mikey. I look about 5 inches tall.
It's like Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
Yeah.
It looks like
two of
Hero and
us.
Baymax, okay? Let's just be honest. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I am not fast.
Mikey, the Baymax shirt that we have, the Baymax and Hero shirt, remake that with my face and your face.
Nah.
Stephanie, I burp a lot. Just get over it.
That's
I know.
disgusting.
We know it's disgusting.
We know.
He doesn't do that shit around me.
He
It's
farts so loud when
disgusting.
we're recording, you can hear it on the fucking show.
That's not around her.
Am I there?
There are
Not
ladies
there.
here tonight, Trent.
Not
There
there.
are ladies here.
Yeah, where's your manners? There's women here.
Yeah.
He's Amish. They don't feel the same about women that
I'm
way.
obviously not
They
Amish. I
don't.
don't have fucked up bangs. I don't have any hair at all.
But you can't grow bangs, so there's the
I also have
difference
a
there.
mustache, so why are we stuck on that?
Well, you could grow the backside of your
someone's-
hair as bangs.
No,
if
have you
want
seen
to.
the backside of his head?
Well, it's like way back here.
You can't, honey. See?
I've been drinking way too much. I'm so sorry.
You should have seen it up close and personal when you were wallering around in the floor.
Tickling his
Denies
feet.
that. She acts like that shit didn't happen.
Oh no, that shit happened.
Speaking
I
of ball
beat your
gags,
ass down.
All right, so
Help of
Mikey.
two adult
It
grown
happened.
men.
My favorite was the noise. He was. That noise was awesome.
He was scared for his life.
Mikey,
I wasn't
I
there
would've
for that.
been too.
Mikey, what is your what
Okay.
is your favorite?
He has
moment from the
nightmares.
sheet up?
You know, my favorite memory from the sheet up, and I feel obligated to say something involving my wife because she's sitting right beside me,
Please do.
but I've already been told I'm not getting laid, so
Eh.
I'll just be honest.
See Medge's balls.
The Edison, just like the whole Edison experience.
I
I'm
know what
so
you're talking about.
upset
We
that
were
I
dating.
missed that.
I don't think
Don't
anyone.
lie to me.
Mikey,
We
I'm
danced
surprised
like
you remember
fucking
that.
queens, and then me and Adam held hands the entire way back to the car.
I don't remember any of this. It didn't
There's a
happen. I'm
video.
sorry.
There was a
It
video
wasn't me,
posted
sorry.
over it.
Sydney Burke drugged me onto the dance floor to dance, and after that was over, somehow I had
Aviations.
I got
Our bags.
No, no aviation.
It was our
no, they
bag.
were our
Those
bags.
are our
bags
bags.
that
Our
night.
big 2019.
Purchased, and there was some salsa dancing, and it was a really crazy experience. And then I had no voice left because everybody was singing to Journey on the dance floor.
What you do?
And then there was some gal with hula hoops in a
And
bustier.
fucking the Maserati guy, or the...
Yes.
Eddie Maserati.
Tim took a picture with him.
Which
I
is
was
a
in the room
car.
sleeping because, I ran that morning, so I was really tired.
Is that the night that you ripped the
He was sitting on the couch doing shots with Bryce Burke.
I don't know what you're
Trenton,
talking
I don't
about.
know what you're talking about because we didn't go to the Edison apparently.
See?
That's right.
Mikey
Adam-
fucking ripped my dick out of my pants.
And then your wife helped me get home. I mean, your woman
No,
thing.
Matt helped you get home.
No.
No. Stephanie got us to the
It
monorail.
was so bad he
Yes,
doesn't even
she
remember
did.
how he got home.
You did.
Considering,
Oh, no, I
considering
remember
you have to
There's
take
no
a bus.
monorail in
Yeah. There was no
Springs.
monorail.
That's a different
Yeah,
night.
there was.
You're confusing a different night.
Different
Mike.
Yeah,
night.
two
No,
nights.
that's the night that she had to herd me and fucking Tim and Adam back to the car like a fucking bunch of
Right.
cats.
You're thinking about the night where you were passed out drunk at Trader Sam's.
No, the night
Yes.
that me
Don't-
and Matt took the monorail back was the night of the Edison.
Don't tell
How?
Steve while his wife's sitting right here.
Because we walked all the way to Saratoga or some shit.
No,
There's no
Saratoga
monorail at
doesn't have a
Saratoga
monorail
either.
Yep. None there.
Or we got on the bus at
No
Saratoga
monorail
or
at Saratoga.
something. I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
Point is, Trenton was dragging his hog through the dirt.
Is that
Yep.
is that
Yes,
a,
it
is that
was
a
because you
compliment?
ripped his.
I think so.
I would
All right,
take it.
so Adam, let's
Squill,
shift
Wilbur.
from Trenton's hog to something else.
Everybody's taking my thoughts. So I'm gonna say, I think the last night we were all kind of together in the Grand Villa.
Oh, that was horrible.
It was,
That was
That
the
was
night
horrible.
of
That
the
was
cheese
really
curd,
bad.
cheese hair.
but that's what I'm saying. We constantly mention the sock foot mouth. We constantly mention this
No
straight
touch
cheese,
T-Magic's
the no
balls,
touch.
that was VR. That was fucking.
I mean,
I
There was a
cried
lot.
on every balcony in that room, all 4 of them.
Yes, honey.
but it
That
was
was
just.
the night that someone drank all the water out of a bottle of vodka.
Oh, we're not supposed to say that on the podcast.
Yeah, that'll get cut. Delete that.
Oh.
Delete.
Control Alt Delete.
That was the night that I helped hydrate Trenton when he was in VR.
I did.
Yes, I mean it was just there was so much happening that night, and
We
were
ate
truly-
C-Magic's balls.
They were some very good balls.
There were some very good balls.
They were soft but firm.
and they had some good sauce with them.
Very
I
juicy.
can't believe that Brian Adams remembered the sauce that was used, the Rouse.
I didn't even know it was Rouse. I thought he made his own
T-Mag
sauce.
loves Rouse. We were discussing it before.
It's just too expensive.
$8 a jar.
That's a lot for a jar.
And the restaurant's even more pricey.
I
than
buy Hunts, and that's like $1 a jar.
I make
Well,
my own
I
sauce.
doctor it up.
Del Monte.
I just don't have meatballs.
Well, I also the only meatballs that I eat come from my mother-in-law because she's the only one that can make meatballs. Only one makes the best meatballs.
I heard that, Steph.
Andrea
Shh, shh, shh.
Andrea can't make meatballs. She'll hear this on the show, but she can't make meatballs for the life of her.
Delete that.
No.
She won't hear
she
it.
knows.
Delete
She
that
knows
for
she
your
can't.
life.
She knows she can't. Ethan, she tried to make it for Ethan. Ethan's like, these aren't as good as Mimi's.
Oh shit!
Bless his heart.
Oh, he tells it like it is.
Well, Mimi's probably done it more
Oh,
times.
Mimi-
That boy is honest to a fault.
Oh, he's honest.
You look like my pop
Brutally.
pop.
He told me once that he just wants it to be him and mommy, and that that's good enough.
Jesus.
Well, it should be. Damn, it should be.
That's what.
Oh,
Please
he's
let
such a
him
mama's
know.
boy. It's not even funny. All right, so Tim, what about you? What about your favorite moment from the shoot up?
Oh, there's so many. I don't know if I could just pick just one. I don't know if it's my fireworks buddy
Yes.
It's not.
or
It is the best.
I'm gonna have to go self-serve and be very about me for this one. Everybody's always like, "Oh, it's about meeting all the people." No,
Shocker.
it's for me. It was the downtime where a bunch of us got on a boat early morning, got down to the Contemporary, and went and had caught some fish.
This
Nice and quiet, relaxing.
Some of us caught some fish.
Oh,
a couple of us
ouch.
caught a fish.
Fish,
A
yeah.
fish.
You don't have to include. This
This
is
is-
Tim. Let's
honestly,
talk.
this was the one thing I think that was the coolest part of the shoot up was the fishing expedition. It was amazing.
Well, until this trip, we've always gung ho, commando, go.
No, we didn't do that in April.
Well, we didn't open and close parks, but we didn't do a lot of the extracurricular activities that
Oh my!
Disney has to offer.
To hear a full review of the fishing expedition, go to episode 92. Pretty recent. I mean, really recent comparatively.
Yeah.
As we close on 100. The fishing thing is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and when you guys talked about it, it just sold me on it. So one of the next trips that I'm going on.
James gave us the gift of learning how to relax at Disney.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
It's amazing.
He's our chakra.
Disney has become.
I want to go back to mine before I was cut off and my whole shit was taken away, Scott.
You said
about meatballs.
That's twice tonight.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, Andrea's back. Andrea, hi.
Seriously.
what?
Everybody
Hold
took
on,
it
hold
over,
on.
and then my turn was finished. Because we went from
everybody
what I was
should have
talking
one
about to somebody started talking about meatballs, and then it went to sauce, and then it's Tim's turn.
I don't remember.
You gotta have sauce with meatballs, Adam.
Adam, you finish
All right, finish your thought, Adam.
Go on.
No, it's okay. It's too late.
No, stop. You brought it up. Come on.
Discuss.
Push.
Was that the same night where James took a picture of us from the balcony?
Yes.
Yes.
That was during the day.
It was but it was that whole complete day
Yeah.
where we're walking back.
Yeah. And he was screaming, "Those are my children!"
Yes. I mean, there were just so many moments like that throughout, but that night truly sticks in my head as like everybody's connecting. It was truly a family atmosphere where we were all just all over the place at any given moment, and it's one of the most memorable nights I've ever had anywhere. Forget about Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Andrew, what was your favorite moment from that week?
Well, I wish I would have gotten to spend more time with everybody, but I really didn't. I really enjoyed the when everyone came out of the beer garden and we're hanging out there, and then I had to leave though because Ethan didn't feel well.
You had 31 people bum rush you out of
It was fun.
your
I felt like
garden.
I was in a receiving line. Like,
Yeah, it was
it was pretty cool. I wish I could have stayed, and then Ethan decided he didn't feel good, so I had to go back to the room.
Yeah, he got sick that night.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming too. I mean, for him, I would think.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
he decided
no,
he was gonna have like a
No, he's
sinus
a tough
issue.
kid when it comes to
He,
that.
he loved it, and then
he
when everyone
loved
stopped
me.
paying attention, she's like, "Guys, I don't feel good."
Yeah, and then he started
Yeah,
breathing
that's exactly
all
what it was.
He started like breathing all weird in the room, and then I called Scott. I'm like, "Where are you?" Because he's not breathing. And then
Well,
he
he
came
was
home.
breathing fine. He just had
Yeah,
boogers
it
in
was
his
like
nose.
so.
It's okay.
It was kind of freaky.
Oh, we got boogers in our nose.
I think for me the most awesome part of the sheet up was just finally putting faces to handshakes and hugs. It really was. It was getting to know these people that you've gotten to know already, and meeting 2/3 of the Burks, Carly and the Alversons, my half sister Amy Alverson, who looks like my actual sister, who I actually sent a picture of Amy to my family, and they don't even know that it's not my actual sister. They think it's really her.
Shut up, for real?
Yes, for real.
No.
Yes.
For real.
Yes.
Well, the cat's out of the bag when they hear this
don't
episode.
listen. Yeah. But no, it was just fun to kind of like get to know and get to meet everyone. Chris, thanks for the beer in Germany. Wozni, thanks for just...
Who?
Yeah, a new podcast.
New
who does.
podcast it is.
New podcast.
Guess who this?
Sorry, Chris. I love you, buddy.
Wozni, thanks for the prime spot, and honestly, one of my new favorite spots to watch the greatest fireworks show in Disney history.
Are you go? So it'll be there next time you go.
Yeah, next 2 times we go.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
still be there.
The show might not be there, but the
The spot will be
The
there.
show wine.
The show will be there
The show
for-
will be there next time he goes back.
for at least one of them in May. It'll be there for May. But it was a lot of fun. It was just a great time. And then also finally seeing Happily Ever After from Top of the World. Great spot to watch it.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Honestly,
They had really good margaritas
amazing.
there.
Yeah, great margaritas there. And you can't go wrong watching Happily Ever After with a drink.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you're next.
Yes.
We're gonna leave,
Yay,
we're letting you
stuff.
close
Oh,
out.
okay.
Save
Wait,
the
I'm-
best for
I'm-
last.
No, whatever. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not skipped
You're
over.
not
'cause
skipped
I had a
over.
good time.
So as we finish up, Stephanie, Mama Stephanie,
Yes.
your favorite moment.
Throw Mama from the monorail.
I hate that I have that title. I'm very blunt and I can't
What
help
was
it.
what you raised too many boys to not be called Mama.
Well, I guess that's freaking true.
Raising one boy is hell on earth. Raising 3,
One boy named
God
Ethan.
bless you, man.
4.
I don't know.
Four.
God bless you.
yeah, raising technically.
You guys can't see she's pointing to Mikey.
So, Stephanie,
Forward.
Well, to be fair, Mikey's not raised yet. He's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Off the tip.
this is true. So, Stephanie,
he's not.
your favorite moment from the sheet up?
Well, so we went to the sheet up and we ran some races. So my favorite part of the sheet up was after the half marathon, my feet hurt so bad. My most enjoyable moment was icing and heating my feet, and then I passed the hell out at the pool.
That sounds awesome.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
That was really nice for me. And I passed out by myself, and then I woke up and nobody was around. I don't know how long I slept, but it was about to piss and pour.
She woke up 10 minutes before a thunderstorm rolled in, and everybody was asking me as we were leaving the hot tub with drinks in hand, should we get her? Should we get her? And I looked over at her, it's like,
Nope.
let it go.
Don't touch
That's
it.
exactly-
It was great. I
Leave it
woke
alone.
up and looked
No
around.
touch.
That was my favorite
The
part.
clouds rolled
Fucking
in.
touch.
Where's Stephanie? I'm sure. You know what? Either she'll sleep through the storm or she'll wake up and go, what the hell?
No, but
That was my favorite part.
Her favorite part was not being around anybody
That was
during her
literally
sheet.
the part.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's not a bad way to do
Sorry.
it.
I'm an old lady. I have.
Oh, really? I thought it was
raised
when you
babies.
sprayed cheese all in my fucking beard. But
No, that was just.
I don't remember that. I just
Yeah, of course you
no.
don't.
Kicking your ass is what I remember.
Honey, there's nothing in that glass.
Yeah. So look, we all had fun this last year. Real quick, Adam, what are you looking most forward to in 2019? Besides,
Jesus, that's a loaded question.
are you kidding me? I have like 4,000 things.
Okay, all
already
right, save
booked.
that for the new
My
year.
vacation is
Save
done.
it for-
All my vacation time is already
save it
spent
the
for
New Year's show.
2019.
We'll save that for the New Year's episode. We'll save.
What am I looking forward to? Well, actually, there is one thing I'm really looking forward to that I didn't think would ever happen. So, and that's the big summer blowout one.
Woohoo!
Because it's going to be my DVC party that I created.
Yes, you did. The
That is
Party Source
pretty
Rex.
Partysaurus Rex.
We
Am I going to that one?
Yes,
Yes.
that's September.
I'm so excited.
Tim, what about you? What's your most anticipated moment of 2019?
Well, it's most anticipated and most feared. Because after what happened to Shan,
Oh,
I'm kind of afraid of New Orleans now.
They're gonna give you one of those
But
voodoo drinks.
I want to hang out with the Burks on their own home turf.
no, you
Yeah.
don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I've never seen New Orleans.
Oh.
And this is one of the things where
Seen it? Or,
I'm thankful for the group.
Adam, seen it or remember it?
No,
I've never been to New Orleans.
Neither one of us have
And
ever
you
been.
won't. After that, you won't have ever been either.
I will probably not
There'll
have
probably
gone
be
either.
video and pictures of that, me not showing up to things. Somebody else shows up, and I have a body double. I'm
Good
sorry.
good luck with that. So yeah, if like we said last week, we'll be looking for 2 new hosts in March. So apply within. Trenton, what about you?
And there's Alaska too.
Yeah.
That's actually a hard question for me because we don't have anything really written in it, carved in the stone for our trips for next year yet. I don't know. Probably just the opportunity to meet more sheeters. Hopefully, when we go to Disney World or see some of you guys again, in person. I don't know. I'm looking forward to doing another year of this fucking show though, because this, I work so fucking hard all week. This is like my one reprieve from just getting shit on constantly for the whole week. So this is like my my little escape for a couple hours every Sunday.
Yeah, it's nice to do. Mikey, how about you?
Oh boy. Well, I mean, right now the only thing that is potentially planned is the September trip there at the Partysaurus Rex, which sounds like something that'd be fun to do because it was Adam's brainchild anyway.
Scary enough as that is.
But 2019 is going to be very trying and difficult and just so rough on me with a lot of trips I got to make with my boy. So I guess I'm most looking forward to hopefully being able to make that September trip.
Yeah. Andrew, what about you? What are you looking forward to most in 2019?
I'm just looking forward to maybe trying a Nautilus. I don't know. I've never tried one before. And I've heard good things about it, so that's going to be a goal of mine, I think, this year.
Nautilus 2019.
Yeah.
No!
No, she's on that bag.
Mikey said it. Mikey said it the other day.
We're staying at the Poly in May, and
I'm just thinking it might happen. I don't know. So if there's any shooters around, just
might
saying.
have to happen.
It might happen.
Seems like there's always a cheater in
Of
Disney
course,
World.
of course. Stephanie, what about you? What are you looking most forward to in 2019?
Didn't you already do you?
Nope.
No. What did you say?
He said Scott did you.
No, that's not what
He
he
didn't-
said.
He said, did he already
He
did
said
you?
he already did you.
No, I look forward to Big Summer Blowout and probably cleaning out James' garage. Like, I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, that thing needs a good clean out.
I'm just... Have you seen it? No. It's going to be a big
Yes,
deal.
I
Like,
have.
Me and James
It's
are going to get in a
fucked.
fight, and I'm going to have to kick him out, and
It
I'm
can
going
use
to
it.
clean
It
that
can use
bitch
it.
up.
I think for me, I'm most looking forward to staying at the Poly. I've never stayed there. I've spent a lot of time there, but it'll be our first trip there, and it'll be our first stay at the Poly. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, waking up with Hawaiian music, I'm down for that.
Scott, your hair looks great with those headphones on from the side, by the way.
My hair looks great. I did go live at the new barbershop, the Three Sheets official barbershop,
Yes.
the Blackbird Barbershop in Sussex, New Jersey. I love it there. It's great. Wonderful. You need to get up there. All of you need to get up there. Trenton, she
Yeah.
could do wonders with that.
Once I'm gonna shave my
I'm
head.
all
Let me
over
get
that
on that.
shit.
Let me get that $400 plane ticket. 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 Let me get on that. Let me get that $400 plane ticket to get my fucking head shaved.
Well, Trenton, she could do wonders with that scraggly thing you got on your face.
I think he means your face.
Yeah. So, look, you know, we're looking forward to 2019. So thanks for joining us at our holiday party. It's been a lot of fun. Tonight, go over to www.themagicalmeltdown.com. Check it out. That's where you're going to find all of our glassware, all of our sheetware, our shirtware. Everything you need, you can find on sheetwear. Yeah, sheetwear.
We have fine linens, high thread coated.
That's what I heard too. That's exactly where I went with that. I'm like, we have
Or
sheets?
cookie sheets, apparently.
Hey, I like cookies.
Sheetwear.
I made
cookies
cookies
too.
tonight
Wait,
with Ethan.
So go over there. Go over to www.themagicalmeltdown.com. Check it out, and that's where you're going to find everything that you need to be a sheeter. If you don't have a 3 sheets glass, get one. So, Mikey, tonight, give me some closing remarks.
I'm just going to keep this simple here. I don't know that they'll catch this episode, but, you know, we talked about favorite moments from 2018, and while I really did enjoy the Edison, I would be remiss if I didn't touch on the bourbon tasting and the accidental sheeters that we met up there. A couple by the name of Bob and Barb
Yes.
Neiman,
Yeah.
who so thoroughly enjoyed all of the antics of the sheeters up there that Barb went ahead and became a member right there on the spot. And God bless these folks. They got our email addresses, and Bob made sure that, because Bob don't do any interneting, he made sure that his wife Barb got in touch with Stephanie and I, because there's all these races coming up, and wanted to make sure that we were going to be down there maybe so we could meet up and hang out with them for their next couple trips they got planned out. And they went ahead and Barb even sent us a calendar of the upcoming races and stuff on into 2019, just to make sure that we could be up to it. So that's awesome that someone didn't know anything about what 3 sheets was, or who all these drunkards were at Top of the World having some bourbon and marshmallows. Went ahead and just hung out and just really enjoyed it. So that's my closing remarks. Bob and Barb, we love you guys, and we're happy to have met y'all in 2018.
Absolutely.
Stephanie, what about you? Closing remarks.
What he said.
That's it. Yes.
Spit
Yes.
take
All the
with pumpkin and rum.
Oh, she's trying to clean the shit off my screen, and I got keys that are sticking on my laptop.
He's bitching, but he made me do it.
I said the word Connecticut.
You
No,
did.
you didn't say Connecticut. You said you took
No,
the middle out of that
it's something
shit.
to do with
or
Quakers.
something.
No, you took the middle out of Macaulay Culkin.
No, I listened to it.
No,
Today.
she added
I'm
extra
not
syllables to
arguing with
McCullen.
Yes.
Yeah.
you. No, listen to me. He took the middle piece out of Connecticut. You didn't say it right. We listened to it today, and
Did
I
I
was
say?
like,
Did I say Cunticut?
Yes.
probably.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Possible.
My closing remarks are. All the margaritas.
All the
And good night.
margaritas and good night. I
Trent is
think
eating
that's
his beer.
what Walter Cronkite used to say. Tim, give me some closing remarks.
I'm gonna be bitter as fuck right now
Oh boy.
because every other week we takes an hour and a half just to get started doing this show, and we record for an hour and a half, so it's 3 hours, and I gotta get up at 5 o'clock every Monday morning. Tomorrow I don't have to get up, and now we're done by fucking before 11 o'clock.
I gotta edit.
I have to get
I
up.
have to work
I gotta
out
edit the
tomorrow.
show.
Do you want to fly spaceships?
I might be able to down some space.
There
I
you
get
go.
up early. Fuck.
Not in my bedroom.
I gotta work tomorrow too.
I don't.
I don't.
I gotta work. Fuck you, I'm not.
You can
I'm
fly.
not
I'll
sleeping
even.
on the
I will
couch.
let you fly spaceships with Pop Pop.
No, I'm not fucking flying shit. I have to go to work. No.
So do I.
There you go.
I'll probably
Sorry,
fly
Tim.
spaceships for
So
an hour.
speaking
but I
of
have
someone
to go to
who
work,
doesn't
too.
have to work,
There's her closing
speaking of
remarks.
someone who doesn't have to work, Adam, give me
remarks.
some closing remarks.
I have to work tomorrow.
Oh, you do. That's right. Speaking of someone who doesn't have to work tomorrow, Andrea, give me some closing
I need a
remarks.
cocktail.
Damn.
Those are good closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, take note. Your closing remarks are, I need a cocktail.
No work tomorrow.
Rock on.
She's been asking
Yeah,
for
I
one
think
for an
that-
hour.
I know. I haven't had anything.
No, I think
in
she
a
might be just
while.
wanting you
You
to
got
end
up
the
and
show,
walked to
Scott. She
your-
wants a cocktail.
There you go.
She
Not
asked
in
for a
that
cocktail.
sense.
He got up and walked to
That's
his
not the right
cabinet
one.
full of whiskeys and scotches and came back and made himself a drink.
She won't like any of
Yeah.
that.
She wants a cocktail with some scotch.
I have tried to
Ew.
give her anything in this room, and it just,
No, she
doesn't
liked
like
the
anything in that room.
she
just
liked
asked for
the
a
what is it
cocktail.
called?
she likes the,
The-
oh no, you liked the, Dalmore King Alexander III.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's.
But she also liked the the wasn't the bourbon, the cognac.
Yeah, that's right. The Camus.
It's right there.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Camus.
Camus. Yeah.
Camus.
Camus is the.
Actually, I've got,
Why?
I've got some Martell XO.
I don't.
You don't want?
Now. I want a
Okay.
Dirty Martini.
We have no vodka.
Lady Martell?
You bottled down the vodka last night.
we have no vodka.
We have no vodka.
Are you fucking kidding me? This whole time I've been waiting here and we have no fucking vodka.
You bottled down the vodka last night.
That's bullshit.
You don't like my mustache, Stephanie?
We'll find
No,
something.
don't twist
All right.
it.
So Tim, or Adam, give me some closing remarks.
All right, so
Oh boy.
I would be remiss not to talk about the upcoming sheet ups because there's a bunch of them coming up within the next 3 months, 4 months or so. So we have the New York City sheet up on January 12th.
Shitty.
New York Shitty?
Yep, New York City.
York Shitty.
Because it's a shitty city. So the New York City sheet up on January 12th. We have the Mitten, Michigan sheet up on February 2nd. The Big Easy sheet up February 21st to the 25th. The Monorail Call on March 11th. The Run Sheeters Run, the Star Wars version. And that will be more information on our 3 Sheets to the Finish Line. And Steph is kind of doing the virtual portion of it. And that's the first part. But we haven't had... Do we have a firm date yet?
For
The
for when
virtual.
the virtual race
Yeah.
is gonna happen. Yeah, it's like mid-March.
Okay.
I can pull up my
That's not
calendar.
firm.
No, it is firm. I just
That's
have
what she
not
said.
posted it. It's like the 16th.
We've all
and the
been there. You have too
17th,
much
I
whiskey.
believe.
You just can't get it firm.
Shut up, Trenton. They heard that.
It's staying in. All right.
So episode 1 is the virtual half. Episode 2 will be the actual Run Disney weekend, April 5th through April 6th. The only race that I saw as of December 5th is the 10K, so the challenge is still open, the 5K was still open, and the half was still open if you're all interested in doing that. We have the big summer blowout, September 18th to September 22nd. So, looking for ideas for where people want to eat, so please comment on the event page so we can figure out how many we're going.
Rosencrown.
And then the newest announcements, Sheeters are dopey. The dopey race is January 8th, 2020 to January 12th, 2020. And the Sheeters Castaway K 5K, and that's going to be the cruise on January 13th, 2020. And that's a 4-night Bahamian cruise from Port Canaveral.
Bohemian, like Rhapsody.
Yeah.
No,
Like Bahamas.
Like Who Let the Dogs Out?
They are Bohemian.
God, don't ever do that again.
Yeah. Yes. So, on that note, as we talk about,
Oh, it's all fun and games until I mention Snow Dogs, starring
That's
fantastic
not
actor
Snow Dogs,
Cuba
that's the
Gooding
Baja
Jr.
Men, and they are all fucked.
they were at Food and Wine a couple years ago.
Why? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
they
did
were,
not
yes.
Get re-invited back for a reason.
No, they did not. No, they did not. Well, you can only play Who Let the Dogs Out for so long. So as we finish up the 2018, we look forward to 2019. So on the flip side, from all of us here at Three Sheets to the Mouse, thank you for making our show part of your Disney life. Thank you for your time this time, and until next time, so long for just a while.
And thank you.
Nope. He did not pull it out. He kept it in there.
I was
Attaboy.
saying I want a cocktail, not another glass
cocktail
of
after
wine.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I keep it in there.